All right, I guess I'm live. Cool beans. Get that. Get the link posted up there on the Twitter sphere. I wasn't going to stream tonight, that I thought, why not? Why not? That'd be kind of fun. Talk about whatever the fuck is going on and shit. So let me also bring up the thing myself if I can. No, I can just really the whatever it's called me out. Okay, I'm still trying to understand this shit sometimes. Gets a little cray. Where's the chat? What is going on? Why is it fucking private? Oh my Jesus Christ. Okay. Now I'm right. Okay. We're good? Make sure everything is up now. All right. That's up. Okay. It works now. Good. I'm glad. I'm super glad that it's working. Okay. What's going on, Toothless 420? How are you? Nicole, what's going on? Not too much with me. Just wanted to figured I would do something a little bit fun just for a bit, hang out for a bit. I feel like I haven't really talked to people in a while, even though I did a stream while I was at VidCon. That was pretty funny though, because I was like killing 2 hours before I had to go leave the hotel to get to catch my shuttle back. And so it's like the room was trashed, right? The room, honest to God, the room looked like a party had happened. It wasn't a party. It was just Wizard of Cause. It was just Wizard of Cause. It was all his shit. Didn't even bother cleaning. I said, fuck it. I overpaid to be here. I'm out, and then I left. And then, so here's the thing. So when I booked my shuttle, apparently I booked the wrong hotel. So when I got to Anaheim, they dropped me off at the wrong Ramada, like on the other side of town. So I had to take a lift over to my Ramada, and then I had to take another lift back to the other Ramada in order to get there in time. I couldn't even switch my my destinations. It wouldn't let me switch anything. It was the stupidest thing on the goddamn planet. I was super pissed off. Because I spent like a lot of money on goddamn lift rides. All right, there we go. Needed to take a Sudafed. Helped out with my voice. All right. You should not be up this late reading, Ren. You should always be up this late. I shouldn't be up this late, but I am. Hey, what's up, Porcelain? This is why you rent a hotel. I did rent the hotel room so you could trash it. What's my opinion on the Boogie Anita video? All right. We can get into that. That's fine. I put out some feelers for some guests. We'll see if anyone's going to jump on. I don't know. Everyone might be getting ready to watch the DP 24-hour stream. I don't even know like much about that.
What's up, Matt?
Hey, failure. Oh man, so glad you're here. Now you're on my stream, motherfucker. That's how this is going to work. My stream, goddammit. How are you? How was your VidCon? Everyone here wants to know about that.
It was exhausting.
Are you still tired?
Yes.
Yeah, me too, man.
I'm trying to drink water, trying to rehydrate from all the alcohol and all the gummy noodles.
Did you even like drink water while you were there? I'm pretty sure I just saw you with beers in your hand.
No. It was constantly alcohol. Like at one point, when I was cleaning up the room to check out, I found a gallon of water that was untouched.
Yeah, I had to leave behind like a half gallon and whatnot because I was all like, "Oh, I forgot I bought this."
Yeah, but that was from like day one.
Before I left, I was like, I started chugging water. I'm like, "You're not leaving here alone," and everything.
By the way, I think that was from like day one when we went to when you guys went to Target.
Yeah, that was from when we went to Target. It was next to my bed the entire time. I just like never opened it up and drank it. I never saw Nick drink water. It was just booze. He was always drinking booze. It was so funny.
I definitely was not going to drink that California water. No, sorry.
It's not really horrible water. It's just horrible. It's not as bad as LA. I'll just like this. But you could tell when you went to like Denny's. We went to Denny's that one morning and got breakfast. Like the water there tasted like shit. It was definitely, that was unfiltered tap water, by the way.
Yeah,
unfiltered water. It might, I don't know, like or maybe they need to change the filter, but I could taste it. I'm like, yeah, this is.
Let's see. Real. Toothless in the chat is saying the shitlords will be banned from VidCon next year.
I don't know if I'm banned or not. Like if I had to guess, I'd say it's 50-50 shot right now.
I say we prepare for that. Just have other events prepared.
Yeah,
just
but is that going to stop you from going? Like, no. I'm still going to go. I mean, in the next year, because we won't have any panels to go to, we'll go shooting guns.
The time I spent in actual VidCon was this much compared to the rest of the week. It was nothing to do there. It was a shitty panel. Like, it was a shitty trade show.
I went to the panels. I went to 3 panels. I walked around the floor for a bit. And it was seriously just like the stupidest shit. Like, okay, I know I like to joke that like there was a Taco Bell booth there, but there legitimately was a Taco Bell booth. And yes, they gave away some sugary stuff that gave you diabetes.
It was delicious.
I'm sure it was delicious. I didn't eat it. I didn't eat it though, but that was about it. What was there? This is their fucking 8th year. Their 8th goddamn VidCon.
You know how sad it was? There was a Hot Wheels booth and the tracks didn't even work properly.
That kind of summarizes VidCon, I think, in its entirety in terms of what's there. So here's why VidCon is awesome. And I will get to the whole Boogie Anita thing in a few, but because I saw Nathan asking about it in the chat. But so essentially this is like, they have, it's a big hall. The Anaheim Convention Center is a pretty big place. And they, like they just didn't have much there. Did you see the parents' room?
No, I did not.
Yeah, like there was the parents' room where there was like a little booth in the back part of the convention center. You could go buy beer. They had beer available for parents.
Oh.
Really, I feel like I think that's a great thing. Who doesn't want beer?
And then, yeah, it would have been nice to have some more adult theme stuff, but in the end, it wasn't for us. We were outnumbered by all the 14-year-olds.
Yeah, like that part when the Logan Paul thing happened, and we're all standing there like, what the fuck is that, Logan Paul? And then he just like takes off like running, and then it's like World War Z.
Yeah, well, that was one moment because I remember I almost got trampled while I was sitting in front of that play button. Like all of a sudden, a mob of girls start pouring over me and just using me as a way to get over the seats. I was like, oh shit, am I gonna get trampled by 14-year-olds? Is this how my life ends?
That was pretty funny. That was pretty funny because like they were just they kept running by. Like, I saw Tana Mongeau, whatever her name is, a couple times walking around, and the first time I saw her, like some girls started running up to her, like, "Oh my god, Tana! Oh my god, Tana!" And I just like, did you hear what I yelled out? Were you there for that?
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah, I just like yelled out, "Oh my god, iDubbbz is here!" Yeah. And then she took off running.
Michael Gable says outnumbered by 15-year-olds sounds like Onision's DreamCon.
Yeah, it would be. I was walking around too. I'm like, I bet you Onision is like watching the streams and just like, because he is a sick fucker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Far West says Tana Mongrel. I'm like, that's what I was calling her. I'm like, is it Tana Mongrel? Mongrel. I'm calling her Mongrel. Fuck it. Really, when the stream's been on for just a few minutes.
Yeah.
Just popped on. Thought it'd be kind of fun to hang out for a bit tonight. If you know anyone else on Failure, you seem to be good at kind of like wrangling people.
Let me
So
see if Ian is on.
yeah,
I'll,
get
I'll
Ian on. He
drag
hit me up
Ian on.
earlier. He wanted me on a stream with him. Oh no, I did go on a stream with him earlier. Um,
Yeah.
but no. Okay, so the whole Boogie Anita thing. Now,
Mhm.
keep in mind, I had prior knowledge of this, right? I had prior knowledge of their encounter because Boogie told me himself. I was leaving the convention on the last night after saying my goodbyes to Failure and everybody else, and I'm walking back to my hotel and I come across Boogie on the street and I talked to him for a few, and I end up getting the deets, if you will, the good old deets for what's going on. And he tells me about like how she kind of accosted him backstage and their conversation. And at the end of the conversation, he said that they had like, like they not like they hugged it out like Francesca and Andy, but that they had like maybe an understanding. And then of course, she comes home and she writes the hit piece. And then today all that shit goes on and Boogie releases his video and it's like Boogie's first video is representative of what went down. And that is him being truthful. His second video, I say it's more damage control, or it feels like it's more damage control. Like I get what he's doing, but like I'm just like, yeah, I think your first video is probably your most truthful thing. And Failure, you went to the Boogie Anita panel, right?
No, I was shooting at that time. I
Shooting
watched
guns.
that.
That's right.
But here's the thing. If you missed, you could watch it because everything's online at this point.
Oh yeah, it's all online.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with it's the same thing with like Comic Con. Comic Con is like everything's online.
I think if we weren't there, it wouldn't have been online because her audience didn't really seem like that captivated like we were.
No, I know. And I saw someone tonight say like, oh, no matter how you spin it, it was just targeted harassment. I'm like, no, it's not targeted harassment.
No,
You can't sit there
I think
and say that sitting there
somebody
quietly is targeted harassment.
somebody mentioned you said it was a silent protest.
Yeah, I'd say a silent protest would be a fair assessment because we made the agreement. No one is going to say or do anything. We're going to sit there and listen, and that's going to be that. Protesting something, being there is a protest. Nathan, I don't believe that Boogie deserved the backlash that he got. I can see what people are mad about, which is why Boogie decided to kind of like recorrect himself or correct himself on that one. But ultimately, I think he was fine. And I don't think he deserved the backlash. People were mad at him because they felt that he was like defending Anita, and I think like Boogie doesn't want to make anyone mad. So he was trying to say things in a certain way that would, I think, work with them, like work towards like bringing the whole positivity thing.
Yeah.
Oh, not just complaining about Anita. That's pretty funny. I heard him complaining about, I saw him complaining about a lot of stuff on, it's pretty great.
He has been, and somebody posted a picture of his house in response, which I find really shitty.
I'm sorry. Say that one more time.
Oh, somebody posted a picture of his house in response.
His $70 million home.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one that he beat out. Yeah, it would be too. But he beat out fucking Jay-Z and Beyonce for that house.
Yeah. Here it is. Russ Pitts. Yeah, let me share the screen real quick. Here's what he put out there. He says, I am utterly powerless to make any gesture of goodwill to any people I may have hurt because Polygon, man who lives here.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see.
Yeah.
That's fucking his house.
I get that information is probably just out there, but it's still a shitty move.
Yeah, but look at that house.
Yeah.
That's like a hey, fucking every room house.
Anita had no problem going to a party and putting her feet on furniture, did she?
Yeah, wasn't he mad about that?
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
Look, I'm not hating on the guy. The guy made a successful game, sold the studio, and now he has fuck you money. So,
oh yeah, lots of fuck you money on that one.
Yeah,
there's just so much fuck you money there. Like if Notch really wanted to fuck with them, like just really wanted to fuck with them, he would sit there and just be like, "I'm kicking down on some Patreon. I'm start kicking down. I'm a be the silent funder for ShitCon 2018." Shit, we could go talk to Notch, be like, "Hey man, listen, you got like $1 billion. You want to like float us 30K? You want to float us some money?"
Yeah. That's all we need. We just need a rusty bus. Get us a rusty bus and we'll be good.
Get us a rusty goddamn bus. That's fucking funny. I don't think I want a rusty bus to cruise the country. And if we do, okay, because there's like, there's people have talked about multiple things, right? Like doing our own ShitCon. You and I have talked about the idea of a kind of a rolling tour.
Mm-hmm.
Now let me
ask, we're having this conversation. Let me in on it.
Hey, what's going on?
Resources.
Oh my God, the person who never said goodbye.
I'm so sorry.
The person who never said goodbye.
Like the baby's sick. Like they had been sitting on that for 2 days and did not tell me that the baby was sick. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, you should have told me. I'd have been out of this bitch on Thursday. Like, no question. Although,
like she didn't have enough tears to say goodbye to everyone.
I know. I got a message from Dave saying like, "Hey, we're leaving," and it was really nice meeting you. I was like, "Where you guys are going?"
I'm really sorry.
It was an emotional goodbye. I was tearing up too. I was like, God damn it.
I miss your failure. Like, that was the most fun. I swear to God. Listen, here's what we need to do next time is like, we all like you, Nick, me, Failure, Tuki, Subconscious Devil. I guess Dave can come to you now that he's in with the cool kids. And we should just do like a huge suite or adjoining rooms or something.
Airbnb. Airbnb. I was looking into the prices of an Airbnb. We could have gotten the same house that those guys got for probably less than $300 a person for the same amount of time.
Okay, but we need like a 27-bedroom house.
That's not a problem.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a cult in Los Angeles that's defunct and needs money. So we find something. I'm pretty sure Anita knows some people. We could just ask her.
Airbnb.
I was taking a drink. It almost came out of my nose and teared up. Okay, so you were talking about the Shitlord Con. Well, it's not a Shitlord Con, but it's something.
Well, no, there's been like I said, there's been a couple different avenues that have been floated, right? So there's I guess like the Shitlord Con, and then there's also talks of like a traveling show, like a few of us traveling the country for 3 weeks, going to different venues.
That would be spectacular. That's a great idea.
Here's my thought to kind of combine everything. Okay, kind of think of it like a rolling minstrel or a Pied Piper scenario. Okay, you have people, you have a core group, and maybe travel to different major cities because there's people like us in every major city. We're everywhere. We're like Fight Club. Okay, Project Mayhem is everywhere. And so we travel to every city. We do a thing there, bring in the locals, whatever. And then at the end of it culminates with like ShitCon or whatever the hell it's going to be called. And then that's the final. So you have like your rolling kind of press tour, different cities around the country, and then leading that into the big one. Bam. $1 million idea.
That's awesome.
Dave, I miss you.
Hello, my darling. You all right?
Yeah.
Oh my God, you were so cool, you motherfucker. I love you.
Because
I'm shipping the stuff. Reading that.
Look at that. Base Mama made him a sandwich. She didn't make us any sandwiches up there.
I didn't make him a sandwich.
I made up myself. I can make my own sandwich. I mean, woman.
And then Dave, why didn't you make us any sandwiches?
Do you want a sandwich?
Yeah. By the way, I'm looking at some houses right now.
Yeah, there's very little I wouldn't do for you.
Okay, so I want to start getting people pumped about this because I'm super excited to finally have been planning this fucking shit for 2 years, and finally you assholes decide like, hey, this is a good idea. No shit, it's a good idea. So I've been talking about it for 2 years.
Well, it's a good idea now because we all went to the same place and saw firsthand that it's a good idea. That's the thing. That's how it works out. Everyone's just like, oh my God, I love VidCon. I mean, the convention itself kind of sucks donkey cock, but everyone was amazing.
Okay, so I have a really good idea. So we're gonna need like an MC for this thing, right? And then Dave and I were talking, and we're like, who would be a really good MC? Failure.
True.
What? Me?
Dude,
Yeah,
you're fucking amazing.
You have a sexy, smooth voice. Everybody loves you, and you can, make everybody comfortable. Just, in the first like 2-3 sentences that you utter.
Dude, you're the best networker in the community.
Exactly, and you're awesome. So when we were talking about who can head this up, who can introduce people, who can, keep things chill and make sure everybody's having a good time. Failure is the man to do it.
Boom. We have 9 beds. It comes up to $3,101. That's $344 per person for an entire week.
That's assuming you only have 9 people, right?
Well, you could probably be more people,
houses.
but
you could put. Let's put 12 people.
I'm actually okay with paying that amount of money, given what I paid for my shitty ass hotel room as it was. Because
let's put 20 people. All right, 16 people is the most you put there. It adds an extra. So let's say 3,462.
How you're planning next year, Eddie? Like they're gonna let us back. Like there's not. Like they're just like, sure, come on.
It ends up being even cheaper. You end up with $216 per
Matt,
person.
did you read the hit piece that was written about me and Carl?
I did. And what's funny though is like, I'm looking at. I read that goddamn piece of shit Polygon piece, and I'm just like, oh God, they're cherry picking. They're just cherry picking.
If you put that in the context of what the VidCon guys came out with, which was, yeah, we're going to side with Anita, and she wants a blacklist. And so I'm just thinking, I'm not going to be. There's several of us. They're going to be prepared for us.
We're in a hotel. We're in my house.
I'm not gonna be let back into VidCon next year, man.
I don't think any of us will be.
This place is too nice. We'll fuck it up too quick.
That's if we let Tanuki in. We can't let Tanuki in. He sleeps outside.
Oh shit! Look, they have life-size chests.
Holy shit! I want to. Yeah. Oh, can we book it now?
If somebody has $3,000.
Like a place I would actually get my own bathroom.
We could fill it with ice.
No kidding. There's like 12 people in a 2-bedroom.
Oh no! You know how quick that kid's slide would be broken.
Oh yeah. Maybe we want one that's just a pool in the yard. I think it's pretty much all we should do.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh yeah, see, I see that life-size stormtrooper right there. That would get trashed.
Stolen. Well, basically, if we got there and then we're like, okay, let's take everything possible, like everything valuable, and then move it away. Let's see, was it the internet scum says dicks for fingers or fingers for dicks?
Just wanted to pay you $2.
Yeah, I had someone pay me $50 to say the 14 words because that's the going rate. If you want it, you got to pay.
I charge 75.
Oh, fucking laughing.
I'd say finger for dick.
Don't let Wizard of Oz in that place because they'll trash it for 500 beer bottles. I'd rather have dicks. Because I mean, if I could still like finish, then I think it'd be okay.
Yeah. So, how are you gonna type though?
Well, no, dick, no, fingers for dicks. So that I would have fingers where my dick is.
This is the conversation.
Like that's the thing. No, it would just be like it would straight up just be like the fucking shocker constantly. It'd be like the most popular person at a party. It would just you could still type, but you could also still really make someone feel weird.
What if you had to shake hands with someone else who also had dick fingers? Would that be technically gay?
It would just be tip to tip. It'd be all right. unless you were like everyone there is a real progressive person, and so when they got really excited, they just spirit fingered each other. So it'd just be like dicks waving and like slapping at each other. It would be like a Mr. Garrison erotica. I think it could sell actually.
Every time you put your finger in your mouth, you give yourself a blowjob.
Let's see. 13 guests. So if we get 13 guests for this house, it ends up being $380. But we get.
Oh my god! It has like a grotto.
Yeah, we get a pool.
Someone's gonna fuck in that pool.
Where we staying?
Like here's the house we're gonna stay in.
It's at 244 Granville Terrace.
Yeah, but don't come by or anything.
Okay, this would creep me out. All the little fucking.
Oh my god, no!
Imagine me tripping balls with all those fucking.
Like they're just stuck to the wall. Like they're just watching you. Oh god, I don't know. That's terrifying. I don't want to stay there.
Yeah. No, this house.
That's the fucking LSD room right there. You're gonna go sit in the princess room. No.
Let's see, 5-star luxury 6-bedroom. This one we better start making some of those super chat bucks if we can.
Yeah, seriously, we're gonna have to be like,
it's time to get naked.
Look at that. Look at that shit.
How many guests we could add here? Let's add all the guests to make this work.
We could have 15 guests. $8,000. Holy shit!
15 guests. That ends up being $533. But
what? Hi, Red Robot.
Yeah. Let's see. You. Oh no, this would be fucking destroyed. Oh,
hold on. The internet scum here says, according to my priest, only straight sex is penis and vagina. All other contact is gay. Matt, do you have gay sex with your wife? Well, the internet scum. I can. I'm not married, so however you want to take that.
I think we're looking too high class. Maybe we need to filter.
That's a nice way of asking if I'm into anal. I'm not. I'm not into butt play.
Maybe we need to filter it down to. Let's say 4 beds.
Yeah, I mean we could double up and shit.
Yeah,
we could double up. I think that we're gonna have to. I mean, the guys at the other house, they had it right. They had a whole room, like part of their garage was like seriously. They brought lights and they brought a green screen, and they had like a full like little studio set up in there. Like they had their little YouTuber compound, and I thought that was like fucking fantastic.
Oh, sorry. Can I just ask, where is this place?
What's in it?
It's in Anaheim.
It's in Anaheim. It's a 8-minute walk to Disney. So let's see what we get.
Because even though like we all might be banned, we all should still go because it's still really fun.
Well, here's the thing, Matt. Is this contingent on going to the VidCon conference, or no? You're just thinking, nah, we'll just go up, we'll meet fans.
We'll just go, we'll meet fans. We'll basically spend all of our time at IHOP.
That's
we need
fine.
a good party.
Taking pictures and then breaking the internet.
How about this one? This one looks like a decent place.
Ooh, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice. Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, that would be.
Here, hang on. Why don't we just try and like run a meetup in a bar somewhere and just call it ShitCon sometime?
Yeah.
Well, that's a backup plan if we get all banned from VidCon.
We'll probably all get banned from
this
VidCon.
event is just for the fans and like Kilroy.
Like even people that aren't there will be banned.
The thing is, like, so many more people are going to want to go, and I just think you might be disappointed because like we've trailblazed, and that was kind of our Concord moment where we may never get the opportunity to do something like that again.
Well, I think that the opportunity I think will always be there to have conversations with people, and it's kind of like even like I mean, if you look at like let's say Greg and Shu had lunch with like a bunch of feminists, not at the show, not at the con, and while they walked around, they really didn't necessarily like go in there very often, from what I could gather. And there's not a lot to do inside the con; it's all outside, and so that's kind of like I kind of feel like that's the like the next part of it is going to be like having something adjacent, but still spending a few days there just hanging out. Evan says here, do I think PewDiePie would show for ShitCon? I think if it was in his schedule, like if he was in the area somehow, like he was just in America around that time, you probably could get him to like roll in and just say, or at least maybe pre-record something to play.
So this
saying something. He says, "Fuck the Wall Street Journal."
Fuck the Wall Street Journal.
Yeah.
Fuck Polygon.
Oh
Fuck
God, that,
holy fuck Polygon.
that dude is so dumb.
Do you want a
It-
Star Wars?
Oh,
Yeah.
Joseph, I'll be probably solving more mysteries like in the next couple of weeks when my voice comes back and holy. A few weeks ago, I was doing these like murder mystery streams where we'd go look at cold cases and like look through all the relevant information and then discuss it.
Hey, Matt, do you want to stay in the Star Wars house?
Yes. That's not. You don't even need to ask me that fucking question.
I want to stay in the Star Wars house.
I want to see. Totally want to stay in the Star Wars house.
R2D2 on the wall.
Oh my god. 4 bunk beds in a room.
Oh, that'd be so much fun.
That won't end well.
Oh my god, Matt, that's like okay. That pretty much summarizes what I thought about this when Nick and I were in the room together. It like the lights would go out and then we just sit there talking. You know, like fucking summer camp.
I would be terrified if all of a sudden Billy the Fridge was on top of one of those bunk beds.
Oh, Billy the Fridge would not be. Billy the Fridge would be like.
I got that as a meme. Billy the Fridge jumping into the pool. That was phenomenal.
Yeah, I missed that. I did totally miss that. Shibby, the stream is we're talking about next year's VidCon. We're looking at like the possibility of renting Airbnb houses and like what to expect, and as well as discussing other aspects of what could happen in the next year, because there's going to be lots of cool shit happening.
So if we go,
I would like to say
Airbnb,
we really did some good at VidCon. The fallout's been interesting, but it hasn't been as bad as it could have been.
I was having to discuss with my girlfriend because she saw Philly D and she was like, "Can you believe the guy just showed up and he's been harassing her?" And I'm like, "What?" That's not at all what happened. He has a YouTube channel. She's a public figure. He's allowed to write or report about what she does. That's not harassment.
Go down. Does it go down? Does this dog go down? What's the deal with this dog?
Yeah, she has to turn around 3 times and she'll sit.
There we go.
Yeah, there's okay. So that gives me like, you know, that gives me hope for everything for next year.
Mm-hmm.
It was a nice vacation. It was a nice little getaway.
It really was like summer camp, but with booze that you were allowed to have and didn't have to sneak. So
And the really crazy thing was like nobody was trying to fuck anybody else. That was the really
that was really weird.
That was like so funny. It wasn't like, you know, people trying to.
I was trying to fuck Andy.
Yeah,
but he will never give it up. He plays hard. And
honestly, Chris gets really jealous, and when he's drunk, he's pretty strong, so you can't mess with him.
oh, thank you guys. I love the people in the chat. Need to have cancer, but
I just gotta say, I'm just delighted that I got to meet you guys. But you know, I was awesome to hang out with you, Matt. You know,
totally, dude.
Okay, weird question: did anyone snore at VidCon? I'm sure I did.
yes.
Tanuki did. Base Mama did. Actually, Base didn't. You didn't snore.
Yeah, I don't think I snore, but you did and Tanuki did, and like it was weird because the first night nobody snored, and then the second night like everybody snored because like allergies hit you, and then everybody's like trying to breathe through all that shit, and I'm like, I'm gonna go crazy. It didn't people like because everybody was just go. So like some people were falling asleep at like 7 o'clock in the evening. Some people weren't falling asleep till 2 or 3 or 6 in the morning or whatever. So there was always somebody sleeping and snoring at the same time.
I don't think Nick or I ended up going to bed before like 5 a.m. like any given night.
Mm-hmm.
Brandon says, "Can you meet people at ShitCon?" Like, this is one thing I kind of hate about VidCon. Like, anybody who's featured is like hidden away. And
you can't meet anybody unless you know even the likes of.
But look, then you have Boogie. He's out there with a scooter, and sure, people will come up. But if he wants to leave, he could leave whenever. It's these jackasses that have all the little teens chasing after them that actually make a scene. You know.
Yeah, no, it's vast majority of the feature creators you won't get near unless you either pay for or win, you know, a backstage meet and greet thing, which you did, of course, Fairly, didn't you?
Oh yeah, I got to do the Philly D. Let me see.
What was that like?
Honestly, I was surprised he recognized me, and it surprised me because my intention was to go and where is it? Where's the picture? My intention was to go and touch his hair because that's what Vamp wanted me to do. And what he does anytime he, does a meet and greet each person, he starts out by like, "Come on, come here, give me a hug." So he was about to do it to me, and as he was about to raise his hands, he was like, "Wait a second, I know you. Where do I know you from?" I'm like, "Probably think I'm somebody else." And he's like, No, I know you. You did something on Daddy of 5. I'm like,
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was pretty cool. And here's the photo of me in Philly. There's one of us just smiling, but I decided I like this one better.
What I thought was really funny though was you were hanging out with Boogie, and then Boogie mentioned me to you.
Yeah.
That was just like, what?
Yeah,
son. These players know who I am.
I think I mentioned Sargon, and then he was like, "Oh yeah, do you know Mundane Matt?"
I met Boogie on the street, and I was asking him about, "Hey, what are you going to do with the Anita thing?" Because it was just before that stream was going down. I got a picture taken with him, but I forgot to smile when the thing was going 3, 2, 1 on my little thing. So yeah, I didn't blow back because like that's a terrible photograph of me.
Yeah, but your picture with Anna Kasparian turned out great.
That more than made up for it. And now, now everybody thinks that, oh, it's so great that she's coming over to the other side and having a conversation. She did not know who I was. Relax.
I'll keep the sound off. I'll keep the sound off, but this is me jamming to some Phil Collins.
Oh man.
You know the part that's coming up.
Yeah, well, that's everyone's favorite part of that song.
Yeah.
No, I thought
I have to do every time.
I thought it was funny that Anna Kasparian was in a fucking romper. I still can't get that image out of my head. Like, I hate rompers. I just think that they are like just horrible.
By the way, best picture of the con that included me was this one.
Bunty was great. So was Derek. Derek was pretty awesome.
Yeah, and them holding their hands. Like, I just love how it just happened naturally. That wasn't set up or anything.
Oh, Evan asks, did anyone score at VidCon? No one. I don't know if anyone scored. I don't know if anyone scored. No one was bragging about getting laid. I know Wizard of Cause brought like a buttload of condoms, like to the point of where like he just pulled them out of his bag and like dumped them on the bed. Like what? Like, dude, I'm like, what the fuck did I get myself into? Like, what? Like, am I gonna wake up and just be in a really bad place?
I think his lady friend brought them. She put them in his bag.
She was like, "Oh, if you have a little bit of fun," and I think Nick was just happy someone was able to provide him with marijuana.
Okay, here's a nice one. Look, it has, I think, a grill. Is that a grill?
That's a grill.
Okay.
That's a total grill.
So. If you say so. Has a pool.
It's got a look. That's a nice pool.
I'll ignore the Mickey Mouse mural.
Dude, you're at Disneyland. It's the kind of shit they use to sell this crap.
It's a big
no. Oh no. How many people would get injured slipping off that?
So that pool doesn't look deep enough for that diving board.
Yeah, I think it's meant for kids. Let's see the house itself.
That's nice.
We need a pool. Oh, come on.
Too many things that I could break in there.
Oh my god! Look at that Minnie Mouse shit,
guys. It's too family orientated. Come on.
Yeah. Well, that's the problem. Where's the filter that turns off the family oriented shit?
You need a non-family friendly place, right?
Yeah.
Hookers and booze, or someone keeps saying blackjack and hookers. I keep hearing a lot about blackjack and hookers. Noah Drake, most of these places are within like walking distance of Disneyland. So,
okay. Hold on. Here we go.
Some black guy is hitting Barbara. I don't think he was hitting Barbara. If you mean like he's scoring with Barbara, I don't know if that happened, but I don't think he was hitting her.
This looks pretty cool. That's a fire pit.
Oh, somebody
Cool.
would get hurt on that thing, though.
That's a pretty good
Oh.
place. I like that. I like those chairs.
Yeah.
That-
The chairs.
Oh, look
It
at
has it has an outside bar with a grill.
That's,
Oh,
that's a barbecue. That's good. Yeah.
Okay, that'd be good. Oh,
Oh, that's
inside
awesome.
looks.
Oh, that's pimp.
Oh. You could definitely do some streams in this house.
yeah.
Let's
I
see.
could
What
watch
else?
some Warski live and something like that. That's a great kid.
Okay.
Come on,
What
go
else
back
is?
there. Go back there a second, failure.
Uh-huh.
Fast. Look at this place. Look
Yeah.
Look at this. Go back another one. Look at this.
Mhm.
This is a good place.
Enough space for everybody to be in the kitchen getting drinks.
Not everybody, because if I'm cooking, you're gonna stay out of the kitchen because it'll be me and Tanuki cooking.
All right. We'll be in this area over here, just having drinks. Well, you can serve us our drinks. We'll be here on the placemats. Honestly, though, we'll probably be covered with cameras and laptops like Bunty's house was.
Yeah, it was amazing. Everybody just worked so much.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean like
What
all
I
this
found-
getting along?
What I found funny was
Yeah.
streams that you could watch other people streaming on.
Yeah, it was really weird. We were like watching each other's stuff. Like Failure had Tonka and Bamp running streams on his channel, so it was really weird because you were still watching what you would normally watch. You just weren't making content, and then like you're looking and nobody else made content, so then you're like, you watch everybody that's still making it, and then you realize that everybody else is with you, so you're like, get to work, slackers. I need some content, damn it.
I just hope that next year we can get Poisoning the Well to stay out there a couple of days longer.
Oh, fuck. Honestly, I think we all need to stay there a little bit longer. I think we all just like cut the trip short.
I don't know, man. I was fucking exhausted when I got home. My
No,
voice was gone. It's barely coming back now.
I got
know, but
7 hours sleep the whole week.
I mean, like non-VidCon activities. I think VidCon really exhausted people. Like on the last day, we went to Venice Beach. I think that would have been fun as a group.
Yeah, next time I hope I can. I'm not gonna come there, from Tuesday through the whole weekend. It's too long, too tiring.
I want to see Monday and Matt holding an AR-15 or a shotgun. Why not?
Yeah, I would do that. I would do that. Yeah, totally.
By the way, I love these waterfall type of showers.
But I would say, here's the thing I would do. Like, if I would probably buy like a $30 creator badge for next year.
Yeah.
Or whatever the fuck it is, or like the cheap one, or not the creator, but like just the community, just to go. Like, if there's a panel I want to see, like, oh hey, Anita Sarkeesian is back. I'm like, oh hey, I'm here.
By the way, jacuzzi. All right, that would definitely get use. Is that a sauna?
Yeah, I think it's a sauna.
Oh fuck yes.
All right, we need to bookmark this place.
Yeah, look at arcade machine, pool table.
That looks pretty sweet.
Beds for the small people.
I
Like
mean,
Alex.
we started out so weird. Like everybody had their own hotel room, and then we all ended up like crashing at each other's because we were too tired to walk back.
Yeah. All right. So let's see. How many beds are there? 8
How
beds.
long will they let you have?
You could have up to 10 guests. So let's do 10 guests. That ends
All right,
up being. By the way, you have a super chat.
Hey, what's going on, Brian? He says, hey, love the content. Praise Keck. Praise Keck indeed. Did you see the photo of all of us in front of the Kekistani national flag? It was a great moment for the people. I believe we had full representation there at VidCon. Unofficially, of course, because clearly the fact that feminism is banned in the country did not go over well.
It comes out to.
This is the Emperor right here.
Mm-hmm.
This one called my phone, desperately trying to interact with cancerous chat. The Emperor of Kekistan. Okay. A waterproof phone, just a heads up for all people out there. It'll save you a lot of money.
Yeah, man.
So
I'm sorry. Like, wait, what?
you wanna MC Failure? Because Matt, I already voluntold you for things that you haven't yet agreed to, but I'm just gonna assume you're cool with it and keep going forward.
Wait, does this include me like being on panels or am I emceeing shit?
I'm talking about helping with the planning and stuff.
Oh, right. I saw Dave's email. I see his message. I went out and saw Baby Driver tonight, so I was kind of like out and about. So
How was that?
it was good. It was good. The ending was kind of like was a little. The rest of the movie was really solid. I think it's a movie where a great premise, and then the ending is just kind of like becomes very cliched. But Edgar Wright's top of his game in terms of action. I will definitely say that.
That's awesome.
Who's in this film?
Ansel Elgort.
Okay.
John Bernthal, John Hamm, Jamie Foxx, Kevin Spacey.
And, all right. So between 10 people, it ends up being $361.20.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I say all right. So we need 10 people. I think so far we already have 4.
Well, yeah, we'd have 4, but then it's like you think there's probably going to be like let's see, Wizard of Oz, maybe the Warskis. It's the possible 7. Maybe Chris Ray Gunn will want to come on out. Who knows?
Yeah.
I
think if we find a solid 10 people that would be willing to put down a deposit or whatever now, or whatever the amount is, it would be $361.20 in total for a week.
Yeah, that's a bit of a tough one, only because it's
a year away.
I love the chat's like crowdfund it in the name of Pepe. Or in the name of Keck. Pepe wills it.
We did. There was a little wall, like a little room you could like write stuff on, like a clear wall and like marker. And Dave wrote like hashtag free Kekistan, and then I had my friend write Pepe lives above it because gotta represent.
Yes, you must. Although,
thank you very much, Nicole. Thank you very much.
Nicole Cook just put down $10 without even saying anything.
Well, Nicole is one of the. She has been a very devout viewer and supporter for a while now. Her and her husband are both really cool. I talk to them pretty frequently on my Discord, and they're really good peeps. So thank you so much. But the thing is, here's a problem though with this whole situation with Anita and VidCon is like now people are calling boycott VidCon. It's like it's like maybe not go to the event because the event is kind of dumb, but it's the people that are there with you at the event that are fucking awesome.
Yeah, boycott VidCon so they lose like what 85 badges in sales. Like
it's not going to impact them.
While it sucks what happened and everything, it is still a good way to network and meet up with people because everybody's going to the same area.
Yeah, but you also the cool thing about it is that you accidentally meet other content creators from completely different genres.
When else would you have met Boogie?
Yeah. I mean, I wanted to meet him anyway, but that just kind of allowed it to happen.
Yeah. When else would Andy have met Francesca Ramsey or Ashley Hardell or any of the other
that was the weirdest fucking thing though, is like Andy like meeting all these people, like, hey, they're really cool, and it's all like, wow. But then we show up and deal with Anita, and it's all like, oh, you guys are the shit lords.
Yeah, but Lindsay from Queer Kid Stuff was an audience. Remember that?
I didn't know that. I didn't know she was there. No, I didn't know. I know who Queer Kid Stuff is, and I'm not a fan. I think it's like utterly ridiculous. Like I got into this argument yesterday because like with the whole me being like a dad coming up and everything for the first time, it was suggested to me that I start like a daddy blog, like a daddy vlog or something, right? Like just for like talking about the pitfalls of it. So discussions right now, because I think it'd be fun to kind of talk about like being a dad for the first time, and like
that's a good idea.
Plus, I don't think fathers get enough representation. I don't. I'm sorry, I don't. Like, I don't consider myself to be a men's rights activist. I had a conversation with Allison from Honey Badgers about this the other day, and I love Allison. The Honey Badgers were just awesome fucking people. Dr. Random Cam was great. Like that's the thing. You start thinking about people you met at VidCon, and you're just like, oh my god, they're so awesome. Like Dave, seriously, dude, that message you sent me when you were getting ready to go, like really fucking like touched me, dude. Like I love that. I was like, that's so fucking cool because like you and I had a connection.
Love you,
And
man.
that was like the best part about it.
Shipped. I told you.
I love you, bro.
Man, next year, fucking, we're gonna rock. We're gonna drink more Heineken, get fucking wasted, have a great time.
And pick up bass drum again, throw around, right?
I do.
Yeah, totally.
I'm not that
You're a
little.
bit light, very light.
We're not gonna go to Los Angeles to any shitty parties.
I love this moment in VidCon was the random moments I would show up in people's pictures. Have you noticed?
Oh, I didn't
Look at
see
this
that.
one.
That unknown posted a super chat. $5 for failure appearance. Also, the ads have gotten less obnoxious. Okay, I can live with that.
Oh,
Thanks a lot, Unknown Archives.
But yeah, I pop up in the background of people's pictures a lot.
That's true. I'm just like everywhere.
My favorite one is still the Sargon photo bomb where I look like a ghost. Let me see where it is. It seriously is my favorite.
That is hold on. The Bunty one is just that is priceless.
Oh yeah,
Bunty is
I don't know, they're holding hands. Look at them.
Yeah.
Dances and Undies asks, where was Undoomed? If Undoomed was going to be there, we would never have known. He is a private person. Yeah,
I did say it to him extensively, and there was a brief moment where he considered it, but he has a particular job that I don't think he wants to reveal. So, God.
Yeah, this one.
this was the best fucking one.
I love this one.
Failures back there.
This is where failure can astral project himself.
Oh shit!
I forget the guy right there Sargon's with. I forget his name right now. I want to say it's
Ginger Heat.
Dude, that dude is amazing. That guy's great too. Like they were fantastic.
Like the ghost of failure.
Yeah, the ghost of failure.
I feel like that's the same kind of image you might find on like a missing poster.
Pictures at once, so he's gonna buy locate.
I look like I'm a.
I gotta be in the back of that.
I look like I'm fading from a Polaroid picture.
Like you're in the remake of Back to the Future.
Yeah.
It's like the timeline is changing. His parents were killed in the past, and he's fading away.
Hold on. Unknown Archive said this: top 10 ghosts caught at VidCon 2017. Parentheses real. Parentheses spooky.
Just put like a little red circle around here.
Oh, thank you very much, Kenneth. I'm very happy. I'm your favorite YouTuber. Thank you very much. Yeah, like.
What about me, Kenneth?
Yeah, you gotta watch Base Mama, and then of course the criminally undersubbed Computing Forever. You know, he's just got over 200,000 subs.
Where's the glitter lips picture?
By the way, hold on. Let me see. Where is it?
No, that was from
Every photo I'm in, I look fucking horrible. I'm like the most unphotogenic asshole ever.
I saw this picture the other day. This is a great one.
It's a good photo.
If you want to see unfolded, by the way, I love this one. But if you want to see, wait, look at this guy.
There I am in the background.
Matt posting in the picture.
Jesus Christ! Look at my fat neck.
But if you want to see a real bad photo, check out this one.
Jesus Christ, dude, were you blowing a Smurf?
I was drinking.
Bar looks hot. But you do too. Like
Taco Bell
some
drink.
kind of weird drug or something.
Yeah, I was on the Taco Bell drink.
I should have gone and had that, but I didn't, and I'm okay.
Honestly, it was the only good thing. In
Wait, hold on, real quick. Okay, so you see the image. See behind your ear that says red. But did Red cameras have an appearance there? Because like no one at that convention could afford Red cameras. Let's see. Evan asks, "Be honest, who had the biggest dick out of you guys?"
Me.
I don't think anyone waved their penises at each other, so I think we're okay on that one.
Where were you, dude? I was totally out there with that shit.
Yeah, but like
I'm trying to think who had the tightest ass.
because like I don't want to scare everybody, so there's that.
Fair enough. But it's me.
I think Bunty had a good bulge. I think Bunty is backing.
That doesn't surprise me.
Zaworski. Some black guy. By the way, this guy, I'll say it again, this guy did a great job at his photos.
Oh yeah, yeah.
One of my favorite ones is one he took of me, of course, because make it about myself. Oh,
Yeah, look at that. What the fuck is up with me on that one?
Do you remember what you were saying to Carl in that moment?
I think I was talking about the panel or something.
you should ask people to caption it right now.
Just
All right, guys,
capture
this
that
picture.
photo.
Oh, no.
Yeah, because like I honestly thought when I first saw the picture, I thought it was like me drinking a beer, and I'm like, that makes sense. And then like and then I looked around, I'm like, no, wait a minute, that was at the convention center. I was totally sober. Yeah, y'all should caption that photo. It's like, and his dick was this big.
Let's see. You were trying to open the can with your force powers.
Clearly, I'm wearing a Star Wars shirt. That's how we do it.
Alcoholic monster.
Oh, that reminds me. I'm out of fucking monster. Rock stars. I gotta go to the store. Fuck.
Yeah.
I got back and my girlfriend's like, "All right, time to start doing yard work." I'm like, son of a bitch.
Tara is still beautiful, but still weird to look at in public.
Oh, Kasara?
Yeah, it's just the faces that she makes.
Well, no, Kasara's like, when I talked to Kasara, I told her, I'm like, when I first saw your profile, I didn't think you were a real person.
Yeah.
I get that all the time. And I'm all like, it's not that I don't, I'm like, it just, you look like you're like an anime character. She's like, you think of like Final Fantasy? I'm like, yes, Final Fantasy. She's like, I get that all the time. But Kasara was very nice, very, very awesome. Vernaculous.
Vern, I said he always had rest in asshole face.
Yeah, I like Vern. Hopefully he comes out again.
Yeah. I had never seen his face before either. So it was like, I love his content, but who the fuck is that?
I'd seen his face. I felt I liked him. Oh, there's Adam from
Adam was a great guy. Yeah.
Adam was funny because it's like that face he makes is like totally the opposite of his personality.
You know what's odd is like I had my moment of like feeling like I don't belong, and I was talking to this dude and he was saying the same thing. Like sometimes he felt like he didn't belong in the group either. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, no, I felt the same way in some respects. I think we all might have at some point, but then it was all pretty chill. Okay, yeah. Unknown Archive says another $5 because I'm drunk and I just want to say, put a ring on it, Matt. Quit being a pussy. Look, at this point, it has nothing to do with being a pussy. It's just I don't want to get married. So there's that.
Here's my favorite, experience in the In-N-Out burger. I gotta say, still a good burger. But
you gotta do it, but it's not that great. It's okay.
In-N-Out. Look, the thing is, you can't go around Southern California saying In-N-Out is not that great. Now, out there where you guys are at, you have Sonic Burger, right?
But we also have In-N-Out, and we have like tons of places. Like, it's just okay. If you want to do In-N-Out right, you got to do animal fries. Otherwise, you're already not doing it right.
Yeah.
This is why
Southern California
looks like. Yeah, this is why Kazara looks like a fucking anime character.
Yeah. She legitimately looks like that in person, but she was so nice. She was such a nice person.
Yeah. Let me see.
Oh, there's Jeff.
And
you are in the yeah.
and the master photo bomber.
Yeah. God, like he's literally everywhere. Oh, Jesus, stop.
Like
good old Chris Ray gun.
Jeff still wears a cigarette on his ear, like it's the 90s.
I like the fact that what was it? Jeff's all he was telling me yesterday is all like, all right, we're gonna make sure that we see everybody again before the end of the year. We gotta get out there together again.
Mm-hmm.
Good old sorry. Oh, Lacey Green.
That's a great photo of Lacey, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a great shot.
This guy took great candid shots.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I know that's a great shot right there. I don't know what happened in that moment, but it's like
it's amazing what the tight depth of field can do to a photograph. It adds some emotion to it and some immediacy,
Yeah. And Chris, that quote unquote Puerto Rican. That's the essence.
That quote unquote white supremacist Puerto Rican. Get it right, man. He's just completely white supremacist.
Here's the thing, Matt. I don't know what I've asked a few people. Have you managed to find any other versions of that photograph from Head On? Now, here's the thing. When I ask that question, people send me the first Kekistan photo, which is not what I want. I want that one. But
I've seen the first one too.
Oh, but straight on.
Yeah.
I have not been able to find it.
I think a lot of people still haven't uploaded stuff from their cameras.
I love the fact that I was standing next to Maddox and I didn't even realize it. Like, I didn't even realize I was standing next to Maddox, and then there's Rucka, like 2 people away.
Yeah.
I was like, holy shit.
This guy?
Oh, like
Maddox.
This guy right here.
Maddox?
Also known as Dreadmere, who's so fucking cool. He's a viner that, switched over, but, and then, like, you can see my hair. Like, that's all you can see in this fucking picture.
She's just behind Rucka.
I'm like, ugh.
Oh, there you go.
Short is you're short even behind other short people.
Okay,
Look,
so here's the guy sitting directly underneath the Keck flag, like the guy with the hair. Like, where did he come from?
Dude,
okay, let me tell you the story behind that.
No, wait. He's in our chat. That's Jeff Albambino who's in our chat. I was like, what's
so,
oh, that's what it is? I don't remember his name, and I'm so sorry about that too.
I just want to say this much, Jeff. You were a nice guy. You were pretty quiet, but you were everywhere. I was like, what is Jeff doing here again?
Because we didn't know. It was just like he was there. Because I thought Crazy Hair was staying at the same place that we were because she was always there.
Yeah.
And she wasn't even in the same hotel. But then, like, Jeff was always there, and I'm like, are you okay, dude? Do you have, like, are you cool? Like, why are you here all the time? And I'm like, because it didn't click in my head. Because he's like, oh, my name is Jeff. And he's not like, here's my fucking YouTube handle so you know who the fuck I am when I'm talking to you. Because I'm like, who's this guy, Jeff? He says he knows this. Like, I should know this guy. I feel so bad now. It's because he's in the chat. So I'm going to tell you this now, people. When you go to meet people on YouTube, it will help if you don't introduce yourself by your actual for real name and you tell people what the fuck your name is in the chat, or we're just going to be like, we don't know who this dude is.
Yeah.
Sorry, Carrot. If I ever meet you, you're going to have to tell me I'm Carrot.
I will say this, though. Like, I feel like a bit of a dick sometimes when, like, I'm talking to people and I introduce myself as Matt, like in that setting. And, like, I expect them to, like, know who I am to an extent. I feel like an asshole. So, like, this one guy at the big meetup, this one guy was, like, getting an autograph, I think, from, like, it was, like, by Lacey or something. Like, Chris was there. And then, like the Warskis or whatever. And he looks at me, he's like, oh, who are you? And I'm like, oh, my name is Matt. And he's like, oh, do you do YouTube? I'm all like, yeah. He's like, oh, what's your channel? I'm like, God damn it. It's Mundane Matt. Oh, Monday Matt? No. MUNDANE. Oh, how many subs do you have? Like 140,000? Well, good for you. Yeah, good for me. I'm just like, but then he walked away, and I'm like, wow, I'm a total fucking diva bitch. You know, I'm all like, oh, clearly this guy should have known who the fuck I am.
You were trying to undersell it initially. You didn't want to come out and go, oh, I'm that guy.
Right? Yeah. But it's like, even when I met Lacey, because Lacey has seen what I look like. And so I introduced myself and said, oh, hey, Lacey, nice to meet you. I'm Matt. You know, and I thought it might trigger or something. And then she's like, oh, great, nice to meet you. And I'm like, oh, God damn it, here we go.
Oh, Lacey didn't know who I was when I first met her. Took off my shades. Like, oh, you're that guy.
Oh, yeah, maybe because I had the shades on. That would have been, it was so bright out there.
Look, I feel like one thing that bothered me was people would be like, oh, hey, what's your name? I'd be like, oh, Failure. No, yeah, I know, but what's your real name? And I'm like, just call me Failure.
Like, I think everyone just called you Failure.
Yeah.
Like, I told a few of you guys my name that I felt comfortable with, but don't you guys understand, like, you know, the whole thing of, you know, people be doxing, and some people be doxing at VidCon, and that happened this year.
Yeah. There was some crazy shit.
Yeah.
There was some crazy shit. Actually, last night on Chris's stream, he almost told the story. And I'm like messaging him like, no, don't tell the story. Just let it die.
Yeah. I just wish people would have just been chill and not had to burn bridges like they did. Because, like, for the most part, everybody was cool. Everybody in this picture, Tanuki was an amazing person. Let's see, who else was there?
Poncho's so fun to hang out with.
Mm-hmm.
He's cool dude.
Look, Lawyer Bird back there. He was a cool guy.
There's Nick and there's Jeff.
Yeah.
Was Vern in this picture?
Vern was.
There's Liz in the bottom corner.
And that's why I'm trying to the other side because people kind of came into that side of the
I really wish there was another angle of this, but there's Nick over here.
Like Sophie, Barbara.
Yeah. Sophie and Fat Pat were so fucking cool.
Here they were.
Those guys were great. Like they're just
Unknown Archive says press one if Matt should put a ring on it. He put down $2
again.
Yeah.
God damn it! I'll tell. Fine, I'll tell my girlfriend that tomorrow. I'll be like, yeah, I was streaming last night, and the super chat was like, want me to put a ring on it.
By the way, I like the person just walking away from the photo.
Pop that base, mama.
Let's
Man, it's like lockdown without the commitment. It's not going to hurt you.
Yeah. I don't. Do you think people won't post the photo because it's already been a couple of days? Like I haven't uploaded any of my stuff yet, just because
I didn't take anything. I barely took any pictures, and I didn't do any video. Like I'm like, I feel like this. Like I went to a video convention and was like, I just don't want to do it. Like I didn't want to do shit while I was there.
Neither. I was just there to hang out with everybody. Like I took pictures, but
going to the party on Thursday with Barbara was weird because like everybody was set to like meet at 8, and I was like, all right, so you're gonna meet me here at the location? She's like, yeah, I'm on my bus. I'll be there in 20 minutes. I was like, wait, what? Because I figured everybody was staying more or less in the same area.
Yeah, I thought she was nearby as well, but I guess not.
That's weird. Like the whole thing of like leaving Anaheim. Let's not do that unless like there's an actual plan.
Yeah, like don't get me wrong, it was cool for me. It was really nice going back to Los Angeles, even if it was just for a couple hours, because when I lived there, as crazy as the city was and is to this day, there's something pretty awesome about Los Angeles at night. It just looks really pretty because we were like walking by like the US Bank building in DTLA and like looking up and seeing like the fog
skyline, because you've seen it in so many movies,
Yeah, I mean, when you drive by it when you're driving into it, like even when you live there, there's some kind of magic about it. And it's one of those things where like I was driving, but we're driving to get to to get over to the hotel, and like we're driving on the 10. And like we're past, I'm looking over. So the way the 10 works is like the north half is like downtown Los Angeles. The south part is basically like South Central. That's the divider. And then like there was a friend of mine had a studio in one building. Like you could see right off the freeway as we drove by it. I was like, oh yeah, that's where my friend used to work. And that's the floor where they shot a whole bunch of like hardcore MILF porn. and then also it was within like a block of a school, which was just even weirder.
Yeah.
Porcelain Chip says Disneyland meetup. That shit is expensive. $100.
The Disneyland meetup was something that I was like, I don't know if I want to do it, because it was just like I was like, I don't want to stay another day. I was ready to go home, and it's like I didn't really feel like dealing with that heat anymore. That's why I like going in the winter.
Regular. Damn
okay,
it.
it's not as bad as Phoenix. All right, like I get it. It's like hot as shit.
Hey, look, it's this dude right here.
He was really cool.
He was a really interesting guy to talk to, and a proper journalist who understood journalistic integrity, and I really appreciate that because he's super passionate about it.
Yeah.
Well, the interesting thing about Tim Pool was he's also like he's very particular or peculiar, right? Mm-hmm. So like he shows up and he talks to you for a minute and then he'll just walk away.
He's a very stoic guy.
Yeah. But I like that he went off on like I think it was Chank or somebody. He went off on somebody for like the fact that they're hiring.
He stormed the stage. He ran up to, I think to the front of the panel and just said a few things. It was to Cenk or to Anna or whoever was there. Tim.
Okay.
But it wasn't storming the stage. It was nothing like that at all. He just said he didn't get an answer and then he just left.
This Shark X Omega says something. Disneyland is no Disney World. I'll agree.
I thought it was hilarious when. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying Disneyland. I could like walk around the entirety of Disneyland in probably in an hour. Disney World, forget about it.
Oh yeah, Disney World's huge. It's way more fun. There's a lot more people though, so.
Is true.
Yeah, I think
like,
wait times aren't as long, but they're still pretty long.
I feel like Disneyland would probably be more crowded because there's less to do.
Yeah, true.
Disneyland gets very crowded very quick.
Really?
Billy the Fridge. Honestly, Billy the Fridge cracked me up because he would just be talking and then like a moment would happen and he would go full character and then just sit back down.
Yeah. And then the red-haired guy right there, I forget his name. He was pretty cool. It's not the same guy as Ginger Heat. It's actually another Ginger. And then the guy with the hat.
I made the mistake during a stream of mistaking the two. I felt like a real douchebag.
Misgingered.
Yeah, he misgingered them, Dave said.
Yes.
There you go, Dave. That's your alt account. That should be a Tumblr blog called Misgingered.
Oh, this is Sargon one less pin because I stole his other one.
Ginger.
Oh, the Tanuki.
Tanuki was I really liked hanging out with him. He was just a fun dude.
Yeah.
Such a sweetheart. He's just a nice guy.
Oh,
yeah, the first night we were hanging out at the at your guys' hotel, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and watching King of the Hill.
Oh yeah. Well, then of course trying to get back to the hotel and Rubber Dorky's car. Oh god.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Hey guys, I got a new car." And like, thank God.
Yeah. Good for you. This photo was well taken. Actually, I'm not gonna say anything bad.
So shiny.
Yeah. Eric.
Yeah. What is his name finally? I don't remember. Is it Pineapple Boy? What is it?
No, it was something like Competent Internet or something like that, or I forget his name, top of my head. But really cool guy, really fun to talk to.
See, this was from day one. This was day one picture of the flag.
Yeah, because Rucka's on the other side. Rucka made the same look in the other picture too.
Yeah, I think Rucka has this
picture
of Rucka. You could like cut him out and like Photoshop literally anything behind him.
Honestly, I just want him to put him like World War II concentration camps. It's still the same face. Just Rucka always like, where am I?
Oh, you guys want to hear something funny about that? Everyone signing the Kekistan flag. I misspelled my name on there. There's a permanent marker. Like I was so tired. He's like, and I hate writing on like fabric. I don't care like what kind of fabric it is. So I'm writing and I'm just like, no. I'm like mundane, and I get to the N and the E at the end, and I mix it up. And I'm like, well, I can't really cross it out. So I just like, all right, dude, I misspelled my name, but it's me. So
let's see. Andre says, "Who are these guys?"
What guy in the picture?
Picture. We got Rucka. We got
unknown wants me to name my kid Pepe.
What's his name again? From the Badgers.
Yes, Brian from the Badgers.
Yeah.
Brian's awesome.
Brian's great. I don't know. That guy was
God, I can't remember his name. There's so many people.
He was there with somebody. He was there.
I think he was with the Badgers, right?
Mm-hmm. We got Liz Reptile, we got Nick, we got Jeff, Andy.
Look at that picture of Andy. Look at that smile on his face.
Yeah, he feels super comfortable with that arm around him.
he's like, yeah, I just put it in.
So wait a second. Isn't that how like you're gonna remember Andy forever now? Is just always smiling, always laughing. It was awesome.
Well, you didn't see him on the last night.
That's true, but that's how I'm gonna remember him because I wasn't there for your bullshit. So you guys
No,
know.
I hung out with him a little bit later. He calmed down. I think everyone calmed down. I'm pretty sure if you guys would have gone over there, it would not have been a problem.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, I think a big thing too was there was a guy with a teal deer shirt that was trolling or busting his balls about, there being a non-cool people section.
Oh, the guy with the teal deer shirt was the guy who asked one of the questions at Anita's panel about whether or not she believes what she says. I think that was him.
Mhm.
He was a cool dude. He showed me the teal deer shirt, and I just kind of had to laugh. I'm like, you shouldn't wear that here. Why? Because he would hate that.
yeah.
Teal deer being such a little bitch about the whole process too. Oh my god, you guys are totally getting along.
You know what I hated about the guy? What I hated about the guy is that the entire time he was writing in his notebook. I find that really douchey and pretentious to be.
What was he writing in his notebook?
To write.
I don't know. Probably his fucking poetry or whatever. I have no idea.
There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with writing poetry.
Just the scenario of like you're talking to somebody and they're still fucking writing their poetry. You're like,
sometimes when the moment when the mood strikes, you want to.
Dr. Randomer Cam, he was good. I like him because he told Liz to mind her own business and that we were talking in monotone. Where she tried to shush us.
Monotone.
Yeah.
I always see Dieter. No matter where he is, you always see him.
Hey, look, and it's the Dave Collins.
I like Dieter a lot. I hit him up after everything, and I know he felt pretty bad about what happened. And so I hit him up to be like, yo, man, like, just so you know, like, you're awesome. And
yeah. Well, we could have used that back when we were at Venice Beach, all down and like.
Well, I sent you guys. I don't know if you guys saw that. I gave you guys a shout out like that day.
Yeah.
I mean, I was already like at the airport, so there wasn't much I could do about it. But
yeah. Rucka.
This is so fucking teenage summer camp. It's like church camp. That's what it is. It's church camp.
Yeah.
I know people in the chat are like, what the fuck, you guys? Like, but no, seriously, it's very much one of those situations where I look like an adorable shaved Ewok. Fuck you, unknown. Fuck you, you piece of shit.
People
look at Greg and his dad bod.
doesn't talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Greg. I actually kind of buried the hatchet with Greg.
Yeah.
So I feel good about that. I buried the hatchet with a couple things, and I feel like good. Now, granted, Greg and I talked for like 2.5 seconds, so there's nothing there really to discuss. But
I buried the hatchet of Greg and Shu, especially since they followed me.
Yeah, and I think other people did as well, at least to the extent of like, hey, I'm sorry for what I said.
It does feel good, like when you're like, oh shit, somebody that has. let me see how many people the Shoe on Head follows.
Okay, should I be waiting on that?
No, look, she only follows 287 people, and I'm one of them.
Was it like so unbelievably hot and humid there, or what?
Oh, look, my buddy Esther Koo also follows me. You know who else also follows me?
Who else follows you? Let's make it the Dave show. Oh, me? I'm nobody then.
Oh, is your account finally back?
Yeah, I got a purgatory on what was it? Friday night.
You only follow 420 people.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, Siege Blaze. I went and saw Baby Driver tonight. It was really good.
What's the matter, Beth? Oh, come on.
Yeah, there was.
Yeah. Galley Turbo asks, "Who is the sad sounding guy?" It's possible that it's me,
or me, failure,
or failure. Whoever this guy was, in every picture, he puts "blocked by Steve Shives" over his fucking face.
His name is Crystal Philosopher.
Yeah, that was pretty fucking funny. Every picture I've seen with that guy is like that. It just cracks me up.
I don't mind it. You know, you want to stay anonymous. What better way to do that than put Steve Shive's profile over your face? Because of course you're blocked.
See, here's something that I'm thinking is going to happen in 2018. Now, we had a big presence and a little bit of shit went down, but nothing major, right? It was blown out of proportion. But we know that there was still the presence of the SJW side of things. But it makes me wonder if next year, if they know that we're planning on going again, are they going to show up in greater numbers?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like, because I have a feeling if pushed hard enough, Steve Shives might make an appearance.
Oof, nothing says fun like Steve Shives at VidCon. I mean,
no. That says all the fun in the fucking world. You can't block bot in real life.
All those 14-year-olds will really be excited to go to a Steve Shives panel, huh?
Oh, they might. I don't think Steve's gonna get a fucking thing, but
like if some chick with 8,000 subscribers and an average of 1,000 views per video can be on multiple panels, anything is possible. But yeah, there's still talk about that blacklist.
Failure. Who was that? That woman with so few views that was on several panels?
Can I see what her?
Wait, which person?
I'll show you right now. Hey, look, it's you guys. Where is it? VidCon US.
Yeah, I was talking about the situation with my girlfriend tonight, and she was like, it does kind of feel like you guys were there to like intimidate her, and like we weren't there to intimidate her.
And like everybody's saying, like we staked out there for like an hour or whatever. Like, no, you just showed up. Like,
no, well,
like
if I remember correctly,
minutes.
Didn't Crazy Hair, like she got there early and she put the reserved shitlord signs?
Yeah, but most of us were outside just talking shit, and then we were like, oh shit, it's almost time. So yeah, this person, she let's see her channel. She has 8,541.
Wait, was she on the first Anita panel?
No, she wasn't. She was on the Latinx panel and the disability panel.
My favorite thing about that one girl that from Me Too that was up there, like, was it Cat Laz or whatever her name is?
Yeah.
Or Lazo, and she's just like, I don't want to be a stereotype, but please don't acknowledge the fact that I'm dressed like a walking stereotype.
Yeah. But Cat Lazo.
Did you catch that, Dave? That she was like, don't be a stereotype, but I'm totally one right now.
Yeah, Cat Lazo was the host of one of the panels that this one was on.
Oh, okay.
And look at the banner. Even though you only have 8,541 subscribers, and your videos from 4 weeks ago only have 1,216 views, body image, gender, race, LGBTQI+, disability, chronic illness, mental health.
Here's the thing, Matt. Even if there's trouble next year, or if people are on blacklists, or they can't get tickets, or whatever the situation may be, at the very least, as I said before, we have exposed the fact that they have this bias.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, you have a super chat. I don't know if you read it or not.
Oh, I haven't seen it. Let me bring that up.
It's
$20. Cronus Saturn says, do you think Anita will have every serious conversation? Oh, will ever have a serious conversation with you, Matt, or someone about the stuff that she preaches, or will she forever beat around the bush and play the scapegoat cards just so she can keep getting publicity and money? Sadly, it's going to be the latter and not the former, but that's not going to be forever, because let's be realistic here. The train that she is on is not going to go forever. It's been a sweet gravy ride for 5 years, but what we proved. Well, not even we proved, but what she proved by being on the End Cyber Violence panel is that she's irrelevant. She kept trying time and time again on that panel to bring it around to her, to bring it around to her ideas, that shutting things down, using all these block bots, that is the way that you control it. You control the narrative. And everyone else there was like, or you could just ignore it.
Matt, you were obviously there for that. We missed you. What was Boogie like and his reaction to her?
Okay, so did you guys see Boogie's videos today?
No.
Okay, so Boogie put out 2 videos. The first one was last night, and it was about VidCon and about Anita. And that one, in my opinion, is more of the truthful video, because that's him when he's tired, but his emotions are running strong. So that's where you're going to get more of what Boogie is. And basically what happened was, so it starts off and he gives it kind of his opening statement where he was like, everyone gets harassment. I'm summarizing it, of course, but everyone gets harassment. And then Anita comes back with, well, do they? Or is it mostly women, basically? And then the other women on the panel echo that as well. And then they basically kind of like ignore Boogie for a while. They ignore what he was saying. And you could see that during the panel, if you watch the video, you can see that he is kind of losing confidence, right? Like he sits back in his chair, his face gets really red. He doesn't know, you could tell he's being nervous. He doesn't really know what's going on. And at that point, I actually sent him a message. I DM'd him on Twitter, and I'm just like, hey man, you're doing great, right? We're all here cheering for you. Because I figured he could use some positive reinforcement. I know he told me later that he got the message during the stream. I don't know if it impacted him or not, but I know that he got it. And then so there was a weird kind of moment in the stream in that panel where I guess you could see like the tide started to turn. There were questions about like how to deal with trolls, and one of the girls that was there was Megan McCarthy, who is a very high-voiced Viner, right? And I think she's very fucking funny. I love Megan. I followed her on Vine religiously. And she was just like, I have trolls and stuff, but someone suggested that I just get drunk and read mean tweets, right? And then everyone was laughing at it. Everyone was in on the joke at that point, and people loved the video. And another girl was just like, I have no problem calling out a troll, but you also just got to fucking ignore them. And then Boogie's like, yeah, you promote positivity over negativity and raise those questions, those people up to foster a better community. Like you can do things that would allow you to not shut everything down and still work towards building something better. And Anita was just like, no, lock it down, shut it down, all of these things. And by the end of the panel, she was not the main focus as she was in the first panel. She was not the main topic of conversation. What she was suggesting was actually being kind of like rebuffed by everybody else, because these are people that are actual content creators. Creates content, but it feels highly homogenized and very fucking like not like there's not. I don't feel like there's substance there. It's just.
But here's the thing. I mean, a number of YouTubers have been turned away from VidCon, not because they did anything wrong, but because their presence was just, they were so big and it was such a security situation because there were so many fans. And, this has happened to Boogie in the past. Now, here's the thing. I wouldn't be surprised if Anita is the one who's disinvited at some point in the future, because they might go, oh, there's too many trolls for us to deal with. Sorry, Anita. Or they might drop her from the featured creators and she might just have to come along on her own dime.
The fact that they blamed other things for Anita's reaction kind of shows you that they're still on her side.
Yeah,
they'll just ramp up security. That's all.
Yeah, I mean that was what happened in the in the second panel was there was extra security, and it wasn't just like, okay, so you remember Dave at the first panel where you had like the 2 extra security guards came out.
Oh, I think it might have been more than that.
Yeah.
I counted 2, like one on either side. It could have been more, but but there were a couple, but there weren't like a great deal, right?
Yeah. There's like one on either end, and then he starts texting, and there's like now there's 2 more over there. And I was sitting in the back, and all of a sudden we have 3 guys in the back, and then we have like 2 people standing in the middle, like all dressed in black, like handling the event coordinators. Like handling it, like, oh shit. I'm like, Jesus. She could literally just text and get more security. Like, I find that offensive, the idea that they have to get security for us because they consider us. We were aggressively sitting.
We were aggressively sitting. We were sitting aggressively.
To be fair, Sargon did harass by looking at her.
That we shouldn't have done that. That was his first mistake.
No.
I looked at her too.
Well, see, Boogie has a tweet here saying a new friend of his said something that he wants to get tattooed on his body. I want to be brave, but never fearless. Tattoos. Do you have any tattoos, Matt?
Yeah, I have one. I got when I was 15.
Oh, really? What
Yeah. My one of my best friends at the time, his mother was dating a guy from basically the Truk Islands out by Hawaii, and so like I think Polynesian, would that be Pacific Islander? Pacific Islander, what it is? Not Polynesia. What the fuck am I thinking? And they had his younger brothers would always tattoo each other. These guys always tattooed each other with a homemade tattoo gun, right?
Mm-hmm.
Part of their culture. So one night we got kind of drunk. We're 15. We're hanging out over there, and they're like, "Hey, you guys want to get tattoos?" And we're like, "Yes." And all I got, I was gonna get my initials, but I got it in like the worst spot. I got it in my upper left thigh. Like my parents could not see it, and and all I got was an M because it hurt. I couldn't finish the J. I couldn't do the J, and so I didn't take care of it properly. So it looks like someone just stabbed me repeatedly with a pencil. That's kind of what happened. So, and that turned me off from tattoos completely. So now I'm good. Yeah, my tattoo story.
Right. I don't have any tattoos, just because I hate needles, and I don't know what I would come up with.
Huh? It's kind of funny.
What do you think of Boogie coming up with with the idea of getting a tattoo?
I think Boogie should wait until after his gastric bypass surgery, just because that would allow him to be able to know where his skin's going to be.
Here's one thing that bothered me about like a tweet that Boogie put out there. Problem is with the situation, both fans of Anita and critics alike won't like what I said did because I didn't pick a side. I don't want Boogie to pick a side. Just wait. Just
no, Boogie did pick a side. Boogie has picked a side. He wouldn't. It's not like 100% one way or the other, I would argue. But like when he goes out there and he makes a comment saying his speech saying that his, that these are human. This is a human rights issue. Like it's a human rights issue, is what he's saying, and so which I agree with him on. But that's still picking a side. That's going against the narrative on the feminist side. He doesn't have to necessarily be on our side, but he's more on that than not. And you prep for 4 months to write this thing and to say this thing. You don't prep that shit unless unless you're on a side.
Yeah. You know what I feel bad about? I feel bad about this moment here with this guy after the Twitch panel. Did you see this guy, Matt?
Was he just passed out? Jesus.
Yeah, he's passed out drunk, and he's a YouTuber that goes by the name of no bullshit, no BS.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He was really cool though.
He was supposed to be around the whole week or whatever, but I only saw him that one time, and then he never really appeared much. Did you guys see him at all?
Just that one day.
I feel like he may have been really embarrassed by that moment.
So clearly day drinking, but you know what? If I had an access pass and I could be drunk for free, I would have been 10 times more hammered. I would have just been like laying outside asleep. It would have been because all the free booze was upstairs. That's why you paid the almost $1,000 for the stupid industry pass.
Yeah. Look at the shit comes.
I like that picture of you.
I'm not going to. I'm definitely not going to spend that kind of money.
No, I'm not.
Like what the honey badgers were telling me is that the upstairs stuff was actually really good. Like Allison was telling me that their video about what's it called? The other shit. Their video about the after panel has like 140,000 views or whatever, and she says that you know, that she got, like, she learned how to do that by going to one of those panels. And then I'm like, well, then what the hell did you learn? And she's like, yeah, I'm not telling you. I'm like, God damn it.
Damn it. I like this picture only because of what came afterwards. Now, this is a really good photo bomb by them. But a YouTuber by the name of Bendelin, he did this.
Ben. I know Ben.
Yeah. and it cracked me up.
Yeah, meeting Jacqueline Glenn was really interesting.
Yeah.
Because as soon as I followed her on Twitter, like a while back, she immediately refollowed. We don't really talk, but it's like, I know she knows, you know, I walked over, said hi, nice to meet you. And she was like really receptive and like, oh, hey, oh my God, how are you?
That fucking face.
I fully expect that one day to be on like a terrorist most wanted poster.
Oh, me and the Lacey. Oh, I love this one.
Oh yeah.
I saw the one with the banana around. She was around.
You're such a dick. That's true. You turn into such an asshole when you're drunk, or when you're. It's fucking.
Matt, isn't it true? Like, you know the way there's lots of other people in the community have done videos about VidCon, and they're like, "Oh, so did you hear what happened at VidCon? Anita called Sargon, right?"
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I say to those people, listen, guys, VidCon was like NAM. If you weren't there, you don't fucking know. Right? You weren't there. So what are you talking about? You can't comment on the shit. We were there. We made it happen.
Well, what's really funny is I think Woody Bumblebee did a video basically trying to say that it was like targeted harassment. And I'm like, you know, fucking Woody Bumblebee is always trying to push an agenda.
How is it targeted harassment to sit in a seat you didn't even pick and not get?
Well, okay, like I get the argument there. I get the argument there. People are like, you went there with the intent to harass her. So then why were there so many of you? I don't know. There's a lot of people who went to VidCon. Well, why'd you sit in the first couple rows? Because we got there early and no one else was there. And even if you look at all the other,
made us, and she's scary for a tiny Jewish lady.
You know what happened. You know what happened on the second day.
I can say
a lot of us weren't able to sit in the first row because there was actually a couple people there, but then a couple people left.
Yeah.
So in total there was like 5 people that wasn't us in the first row. So congrats.
Yeah, that's definitely one of those things where, you know, like at the Francesca Ramsey Cenk Uygur panel, there was that. But I mean, like, people are still arguing though that going to Anita's was doing that. And I'm like, I can understand, but keep in mind, here's the thing, had we gone there, okay, like you could, like Dave in baseball, you guys remember me talking about like why not to say anything, right? Like, did I have that conversation with you about don't tweet, don't talk about it on Twitter, nothing like this?
Yeah.
Right. And for those of you out there who don't know, there's a well, he's not a YouTuber, but he's a shithead by the name of the Ralph Retort. When Gamergate was still going on, Brianna Wu was at a convention in Tennessee, and Ralph went to it. And while Brianna was getting set up, Ralph took her picture and he tweeted it out. Not tweeted it at her, but just tweeted it out. Yeah. Then somebody sent it to Brianna, and Brianna freaked out and had Ralph removed. So I was telling everyone, don't do that, because we're not here for that, because that could be seen as an act of aggression. You know, like, that's an act of aggression. Whereas what we did is we sat down, we were quiet. Yeah, we recorded, but that was part of the whole thing. You're at VidCon. If you're not recording, you're not at VidCon.
Exactly.
And so nothing happened. And then this is the other thing too, is Anita fired off 3 assaults, 3 attacks on Sargon. And that was why we didn't get kicked out, because she was trying to provoke us. Repeatedly trying to provoke us.
Nobody's scratching the surface of, really, when you think about it, Matt. There were several panels where we sat in attendance of these people who we are certainly politically, ideologically opposed to, I guess. And I think Cenk and Francesca and Kat Black handled it extremely well. They knew we were there. They didn't freak out. The only issue is with Anita goddamn Sarkeesian doing this once again and playing the victim. I thought Francesca was fine, and she made a laugh of it. She said, "They're here. My trolls are here. Look at them here." You know, she didn't have any issue. It's only with Anita, and if Anita, if we hadn't gone to Anita's panel, there wouldn't have been a problem. She was the one with the issue, not us.
No, that's true. That's true. She, you know, I just think it caught her by surprise, and I wonder if her reaction was her feeling like she was kind of backed into a corner. But she wasn't. She was never unsafe.
Do you think if
like she knew?
Do you think if more people sat in the back rows, that she would have still like mentioned something?
There's no. If she wouldn't have seen us, there wouldn't have been a problem. But the fact that she did see us actually works out in our favor. Because had she not seen us and then later learned that we were there, then she could sit there and argue, well, they were there in the back waiting to strike, you know, and everything else. But clearly our panel was too powerful for them. They couldn't muster the testosterone to do anything. That's some such shit like that. Some such shit. Whereas
I kept seeing the guys with the clipboards just trying to find like a reason to kick us out. But
that's the whole thing. They were trying to. That's one of the reasons why after the End Cyber Violence panel, one of the security guards went over to Chris Worski and was like, "Are you Chris?" He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Hey, we just want to say thank you."
One of the guards, security guards?
Yeah, one of the security guards went to Chris Worski and said, "Thank you for not doing anything." Right? Like there's a video on Sargon's Thinkery channel where he talks to Tim Pool, and Tim Pool says, yeah, there were people that were around there, journalists saying that we were causing a scene, that we were like either yelling or throwing things at Anita. And it was like, no, that never happened.
That's one
fake
dude
news.
during the Francesca Ramsey thing when he started like yelling at her.
Yelling at her, but that was about it. But that's because she's such a sexist.
Well, and the thing is, that guy, we don't even know who the fuck that dude is.
No.
And Andy Worski told him to shut the fuck up.
Oh, who was that? Was that the Francesca panel?
Yeah.
I don't know who that guy was.
That was the whole thing with him saying like, you know, like she's like, "Oh, I'm up here with a microphone, and you're not." Like, kind of being a pain in the ass about it.
She was being kind of a bitch about it. I mean, she was. Francesca started to freak out a little bit, but I think because
she'd also been there at the Anita event. Apparently,
she was in
the back, so she knew what to expect. She knew we weren't going to do anything.
And she also defended Sargon.
Let's see. Void Dragon says, "Did people really?"
Someone had blamed it on Sargon, right? Like had blamed someone yelling at Sargon or some shit like that, and she's like, "No, that didn't happen. Like he didn't do it. Somebody else. It was somebody else doing shit."
Let's see. Void Dragon says, "Did people really bring Chris Ray gun bottles of bleach to sign for him to sign?"
Yes, they did. Yeah. Void. Yes, they did.
Let's see. Matt, look at VidCon Twitter. You got banned.
Look on Twitter, I got banned. What? Am I specifically named?
Are we gonna have to look at the VidCon Twitters? I don't think there's gonna be anything there. I doubt they would actually like name you directly. But all right, let's see. Let's see the VidCon Twitters.
The VidCon Twitter about me being banned.
Let's see.
The thing is, they have to sit there and say like that was part of it too. They kind of protected themselves a little bit with that one line about banning people who use the footage to like attack or whatever. If you go there specifically to record footage and then attack the person and not their ideas, then like they're gonna ban you. So Dave, that might actually be something because you know you talked about it, but you weren't talking about like attacking the person.
Let's see. Zal says, has anyone tried to talk to the organizers about what the fuck since their statement? Would it even be worth the effort? Well, Ian Mouse Chong made an article about it. I doubt they'll respond. The response is already out there. They're kind of taking Anita's side, even though It's just so ironic. She harassed somebody at a anti-harassment panel.
Yeah, I gotta say, big thanks goes out to Emails Chong for having her back at Heat Street. So much great content from him.
Yeah,
Has really helped us push back because it's news. They're news guys and they're media, and it's so appreciated. So thanks to him.
Yeah, Ian's a great dude. Ian's a great guy. I like Ian a lot. It's one of those things though where it's like you can see, because he I in his article today, like I'm quoted in it as saying 3 times she assaulted or she verbally attacked an audience member, and they still gave her a platform.
Yeah.
I'm looking because I think somebody took like a picture in front of the play button, so it has to be somewhere. If they posted it, I doubt. I don't know.
I wasn't in any of those photos, so I literally have no idea.
Oh, they did one where like a bunch of they were like, everybody get in the picture, and we got in the picture and did the okay.
Here's the thing, Matt. So it's been said that by the Greens who run VidCon, that users who collect footage and use in videos that focus outrage on individuals are not welcome back.
Then she should get the fuck out of there because nobody said word one to her, and she went right the fuck off. Not what 30 seconds after she sat down, she'd already called him a shithead twice.
I'm not going to be welcome back. That's the end of that. So.
Well, that's what you have to say. Oh, you can't use footage. You can't use any footage. What about the Ohio guy who was an asshole to the security guard?
Well, here's something that Mundane Matt said. They gave a platform to a person who abused an audience member 3 times and failed to meet any repercussions at all, and instead VidCon backed them up implicitly and threatened to ban anyone who talked about it. YouTuber Matt Jarbo, sorry.
Yarbo.
Better.
Yarbo.
Jarbo. VidCon is clearly not for anyone with alternate opinions. Yeah, so Chew on Head agreed with that. TJ Kirk, better known as the Amazing Atheist, called Green's statement absurd bullshit. Kyle Benjamin says that neither Hank nor John Green contacted him for a statement, choosing instead to take Sarkeesian's claim at face value. Yeah.
Wait, here it is, guys. Here it is. Look at all the proud Kakistani symbols. Are you guys looking?
I see like 3 or I was like 1, 2, 3. I think
1,
5
2,
or 6.
3. I'm right here. You can see me right here. Warski's right here. Chris is right here.
I mean, these are Shu and Blair's fans, are they?
No, I don't know what happened. We were just standing around. And
is that Sargon?
I'm gonna photobomb this shit. I see.
Yeah, I think Stargon was in there. So a couple of us got in there.
Other people's photo just to do that.
This is hilarious. I'm gonna save it first before it gets deleted.
Okay, I understand. Yeah.
Hold on. Let me copy the link to the tweet. You guys are free to wait. I can't. I don't have a wrench.
Oh, you don't have a wrench?
Yeah.
Post in the chat. I'll make you a mod. I thought I made you a mod, but I guess not. And no cameras at VidCon. Holy cack! Very true, Victor. No yeah, I know. Don't record at VidCon. It's an event for people who really like online videos.
Yeah.
And clearly.
Let's just have an audio con instead next time.
Yeah, walk around with microphones.
Show your support. Let's show you support.
Evil.
Just have to snap because words of violence.
Right.
Nathan asks, as Focus leaves Anita, do you think Tariq will take her place as the poster child of regressives? No. Not gonna happen. Oh my God, YouTube retweeted that?
Yeah, that's on the YouTube page. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys.
Oh my God,
that was them. That was them that took the picture.
Jeez, you guys just mingled in there. That's very funny.
You just photobombed it with Kakistani fucking symbolage. It's
yeah.
fantastic.
I'm saving it right now. We need to.
Peter.
We need to respread this. Hold on. All right, retweet.
And there's that ginger there.
Hold on. Let me just yeah. Retweet. Oh, hold on, let me refresh the page. There we go. What should I put? Thank you to.
I gotta say though, you know, all of the work that we do, Matt, and we talk about all these people who claim to be marginalized, and you know, we are the most fucking marginalized people. Here we are, just trying to fucking shitpost and take, you know, have a bit of mischief and merriment and fun. And geez, at every turn, we have these fucking do-gooders and jobs worth fucking.
Who else is in the picture? Andy Warski, Sargon.
I don't know if
Warski.
You know what I'm trying to say, man. I'm sure.
Yeah, no. I get it. Like, I mean, I got pretty pissed off in my video about today about the thing with Hank and John and all that shit. And I said, like, look, you know, you want to talk about harassment? I laid out what I've been through. I'm like, but it doesn't matter what I feel about any of this. It doesn't matter how I feel. Like, you know, it doesn't matter that you and me, Dave, we were shamed by shamed by women behind us in the Cat Black panel for being white.
Is that Sargon back there?
Yeah,
I think that's Sargon.
She took footage of us while we were talking and while we were laughing about that stream. We didn't do anything. We just sat there in the audience, and I couldn't stop laughing when they started talking about their hair. And I was like, what is this panel supposed to be about? And
is that definitely Sargon back here?
It is him, yeah, because he's wearing the hat that Jeff Holiday gave him.
Yeah, and it's like we were like, you know, oh, what are these white boys doing here? What are these white people doing here? And it's like, yeah, that's my reaction too.
Exactly.
Who cares about your hair? That's just offensive. Nobody cares. Like, this is what I hate about these people. Everything is about externals. What's on the outside? Like who you are and the good that you do in the world. Oh, fuck that. That doesn't matter. Are you the right color? Do you have the correct gender identity to be qualified as a full human being? That's like it's really fucked up what they're saying, and they don't even realize they're saying it, which means
it's just ridiculous that they, you know, that they act that way. Like that the woman, like, you know, we could have gone and got a security guard and been like, hey, this chick is filming us and she's shaming us. We've done nothing wrong. We feel unsafe or whatever. And we didn't. It was just like, all right, well, and then when the honey badger showed up, she stopped. Yeah, I don't know if you noticed that, Dave. Like when all of a sudden, like 8 more people showed up in that area that were friends of ours. She kind of just stopped doing anything, and then waited patiently for the panel to end. Also, Vern told her to kind of shut the fuck up. So, well, he didn't say it like that. Vern said, "Hey, I'm trying to watch the panel. Could you stop?"
Yeah, no, when Brian Martinez showed up and sat beside me, you know, that was the end of that.
it's like,
wait, hang on, what?
Yeah. Like, wait, no, you're white. You can't talk to a brown man. That's not how this works.
This brown man disagrees with me. It's almost as if this racial identity bullshit politics is not really collectivized thinking.
You'll never have that level of stuff.
No. You never know.
Hope springs eternal, but give it up.
Don't give up on all the millennials.
Oh my god, that cracks me up. That fucking YouTube included some of the most hated people.
That's the thing. It's true that we're the most hated people now at these things. I mean, it's just that. You don't want to talk about hate speech? There it is. There's the bigotry, and it's against us. We're the victims.
We're the victims.
I have to be careful now. Everything I say could be like the next hit piece, you know?
But no, that's the entire point, is that these people, like, you know, Colin Campbell, you know, wants to fucking get to know, get on Anita's good side, so he'll quote it. And I'm surprised that he quoted you and Sargon, but like no one else. You know, you figure there would have been something else they could have quoted from somebody that would have been able to use, but you know, like they're just trying to cherry pick what you said to say that was the entire point, and that clearly wasn't.
Yeah.
Oh, I wonder who this cunt blocked off. There was somebody back there with another Kakistani symbol, but he blocked him off.
Void says he wants me to crash Drunken Peasants. Void, I might be driving to Seattle tomorrow. I don't quite know what's going on yet. If I go up to Seattle, I'll crash, but I don't know when. TJ wants me to come on, but they haven't sent me a message as to when.
You're in Portland, man, aren't you?
No, I moved. I live in about 100 miles north now. I'm a little closer to Seattle.
Okay.
So that's but I was living in Portland. Yeah. Portland has some crazy shit, but it's still a really awesome city. A lot of, again, it's kind of like I live in Olympia now, where like the Evergreen College shit is, and I've talked to a lot of the locals, and the locals are just like, man, fucking god damn it, like they hate it because it makes them look like they are a crazy super left city. My neighbor, who sits there, and he met my girlfriend. And he asked her what I do, and she's like, "Oh, he does YouTube. He does news commentary." And then he goes, "Is it fake news?" And I'm like, "He's a Trump supporter."
What do you think?
I don't know, man. I don't think I cover fake news. I think this is all crazy shit.
Well, Miley Cyrus is no longer has a gender.
I'm a genderless spirit. Oh my god!
Yeah,
I thought she was recovering.
This Mrs. Label's even human, so she's no longer human.
It just cracks me up, like, you know, all that kind of shit now. I noticed that Logic is going after Armored Skeptic again.
Mm.
Oh, what's going on now? Do I want to know?
It's not Canadian law.
Hey! Come on, Logic. Is he following my on? We follow each other. I don't like it when my Twitter friends fight each other.
Like, I mean, like, people dislike Greg, and some people have good reason to, you know. But it's kind of like I feel like he showed up to the party and he was willing to kind of let bygones be bygones in a number of ways. So
look, I'm not gonna shit on Greg. He follows me. You know, we're both men of the same. We're cut from the same cloth, pretty much. We our bellies both stick out from our pants. So
okay, that's
no
sure. I mean, I understand that us rotund Americans have to stick together. Clearly,
us dead body individuals have to stick together.
Oh my gosh, I'm wondering, like, what's going to happen in the next year, because I have a feeling there will be changes that come about from this, right? There will be I think a solid working for good, and if more people show up that are different ideology. I mean, could you imagine next year if they go Francesca Ramsey and Andy Worski on a panel together?
Oh yeah, actually trying to discuss things and find a middle ground. And how is anybody gonna make any money off of that? I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't know either. There's going to be a lot of salt though either way.
Yeah. Do you think because people are like, I feel like our content's going to change after VidCon? Do you think that is still holding true, or people just?
Well, Jeff Holiday asked me that question yesterday, and I thought to myself, like, I thought, like, yeah, like maybe it will, and then like I got kind of pissed off today at that whole thing, and I'm just like, nah, fuck it, I'm gonna go off on them today. But I think when it comes to like attacking, like it's hard sometimes to separate attacking the person from the idea. We want to attack the idea, not the person. But when it comes to dealing with identity politics, the person's identity is wrapped up in their narrative, and it makes it so hard to separate the two, at least in their mind.
Well, they don't want that separation at all.
No, not at all.
That's the last thing they want, because again, it's far easier to just argue by simply saying I'm under attack. If I'm under attack and you've wounded me, I'm a victim.
Yeah, so many people do that stuff. I mean, look at Anita. That's what Anita does. It's like, I expected a response.
Just separate out the hit pieces for a second. the mainstream media and how loud they are versus us. How many people do you think are really believing it? Does it still work? What you doing?
No, I think that I think it kind of boils down to this. Okay, had we not gone to those panels, how many people would have actually been there? Maybe 15 or 20, 30 at the most.
Right.
But we brought a lot of people. We were the majority. And what it boils down to is, for one, that particular con is not even for that type of discussion. And two, Anita's relevance in terms of anything has been dropping. The only thing that's going to suck about this in art, from our perspective, is that she'll be able to use this scenario as a way to foster more donations. You know, woe is me. I was harassed at VidCon, even though the video footage is the exact opposite.
Yeah.
And that's going to be the big thing, is that's, you know, she'll be able to use that. But ultimately, okay, this is such a weird analogy, but just kind of hear me out. You guys have seen the movie 300, right?
Sure.
Okay, so you know how like Xerxes, the God King, infallible, immortal, God amongst men, cannot be touched, right? And then in the end, when Leonidas' spear cuts, this all does is nick his cheek, and it shows that he is in fact mortal. That scenario kind of happened here, right? It was like you have Anita, who's been put on a
slipped it. It's slipped it. The mask slipped a little bit. It's very late here, and I think she kind of showed what's underneath a little bit.
Oh yeah.
And
totally.
And the thing is that people really, so yeah, probably some of our fans are now thinking, hang on a second, you cried wolf a little bit too easy there, Anita, didn't you? You know, I mean, that's a little bit pathetic, and you were the one who picked on that guy. You know, he was just sitting there. Okay, if you want to take the moral high ground, you could have done what Francesca did and just laughed it off or ignored it. And actually, Francesca gets a lot of respect from me for what she did.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I was hoping to have a chance to say hi to Francesca at some point, because she at least got it. You know, she got it.
Yeah, and Cenk took it very well at the end. You know, because Sargon, a lot of people don't know this, so might as well tell them. But when Cenk walked off stage, Sargon shouted up, says, "Cenk, call me! I want to talk to you! I want to talk to you!" And Cenk walks off, and he just looked at him, you know, kind of whatever, grimaced a little bit, and that was the end of that. You know, we don't bite, us shitlords. We're not dangerous. We're peaceful folk.
Yeah, but to read some of the hit pieces, it's like we went there with torches and pitchforks in hand.
Yeah,
you know, it's just hysterical, like the spin. And I mean, Cenk was even like playful on this on that particular panel, even though he was like the most, like, he didn't even need to be there. Like he was trying to find a way to edge himself in there, but he couldn't, because it ended up becoming more about fucking like harassment again.
I want you to hold again. Sorry,
okay,
we're arguing.
Go ahead.
There's been a lot of this bickering. We've been shipped, you guys.
Apparently.
You guys have been shipped?
Yeah, we're based forever now.
Yeah.
Well, goddamn.
I thought I'd be shipped with failure. Everybody thought we were secretly married. So.
I thought I was going to be shipped with you, Matt, after our week. You know.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. You know, things didn't work out for you guys.
Next time.
Oh wait, what the fuck? What the fuck is this shit? Failure.
Ours is a forever love, right? Well, shit, maybe.
No, failure. Do you know, like, you know you're broadcasting right now?
Yeah, you're presenting your conversation with someone.
You need to get him out.
Okay, Silver Blade Dagger. It's like 1:30 in the morning, and my voice is still recovering from VidCon, so it's like I can't emote that much. It's hard for me to talk. So, fuck you. That's all I can really say. And I'm out of fucking energy drinks, so why don't you go get me one? I do whatever I want. That's fucking funny. That's fucking funny.
Watch me shit post you. Oh my god, I'm almost to 9,000 subscribers.
Nice.
You know, she did a little video with me earlier. We got her up to. What are you up to now?
It was like a 45-minute video. It was like Dave's trying to make content, and I'm RL shit posting.
789.
I'm so proud of me. I've moved on up in the world. I don't know what the fuck you people are watching me for. Okay. Thanks.
I wish Unknown Archive was awake. I think he would have fun having some DMs on air.
True.
Did you see that, David? What was that, man?
Yeah, the DMs are fucking funny. Oh, actually, though, guys, on that note, I probably should go to bed. It's 1:30. Yeah. It's later there. I got to get up early and do yard work again because I live in the fucking forest.
You're back to regular life. No more
VidCon. Life sucks. I just want to like make videos, but like I got to go and like mow. I know I mowed the lawn today, and tomorrow I get to prune. I got to prune trees, but it's for a good reason because apparently the way that the cable guy came and installed our cable line is that he put it through branches on like between two trees. And so if we get like an ice storm in the winter, it's just gonna like internet for days. So I've got to go and prune trees tomorrow so I can have access to internet. Being an adult sucks.
Yeah.
Again, definitely. We'll do this again. So more energy when I can talk better.
Do it earlier when you can get somebody like Ian Milestrong.
Well, I sent Sargon a message with the link to join up, and I know he's seen it, but he hasn't responded. So that's okay. It's all right.
No worries.
You know, I'm no longer in that.
Yeah.
Sure. Unless you've got like 500,000 subs, he don't want to talk to you. No, I'm kidding.
Pretty much.
He's a good guy. I love him quite a bit.
That is the case. He's been on the Joe Rogans. He doesn't need us no more.
Yeah, I know. Once you go on Joe Rogan, you're like, who the fuck Mundane Mad? Jesus. No, I'm kidding.
Mundane who?
Yeah, Mundane who? What? Seriously? No, but everyone out there.
I'm gonna run.
Go to sleep.
All right.
I'll talk to you soon, Matt. Thanks for having us on.
All right, thanks for guys. We'll talk soon, definitely.
Be good.
Good night.
Night, guys. All right, Failure. Thank you, man, for coming in, doing your thing.
No problem.
We'll do this. You sound tired too.
Yeah.
we had a long, good week, and next year, 2018 is going to kick some serious ass.
Yeah, I think we definitely should look at that house. That house looked pretty sweet.
You bookmarked that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good, because that's a fucking.
Try to scrounge up. Let's see. So we have 4, right? Try to scrounge up 6 other people.
That's not a problem. That's not a problem.
Until next time, peoples.
Yep. Thanks a lot, everyone, for coming in. Chit chat with y'all later.